Today, we're going to step into the shoes of a logistics director. We're going to see how new AI agents from Oracle are completely flipping the script on the supply chain, moving the job away from just reacting to problems and toward proactively making game-changing decisions. If you're in logistics, this question, it probably hits a little too close to home, right? You are swimming, maybe even drowning in data. But are you actually using it to move the business forward, or are you just trying to keep your head above water? Let's get into it. For most people in this role, the reality is a daily battle. You're juggling a constant flood of information coming from all these different systems, and you're manually trying to piece it all together. All the while, the pressure is on for faster, cheaper, and more perfect shipping, even when it feels like the only constant is disruption. Just getting a straight answer to a simple question can feel like it takes forever. This is the reactive world we're about to change. All right, so let's dive into this new world. Let's imagine our logistics director is starting their day, but instead of immediately putting out fires from overnight, they're actually starting with a plan. How is that possible? Well, the first task of the day is often the one nobody wants to do: staring down a bulk plan log. We're talking thousands of lines of pure technical jargon, and buried somewhere in that wall of text is the one little reason a plan went sideways. I mean, traditionally, you'd need a specialist just to figure this out, and it would take a ton of time. But not anymore. Meet the Diagnostics Advisor. It's an AI agent that reads that entire complex log for you. And it doesn't just find the errors. It explains them in plain English and actually recommends specific actions. It shows you exactly how to tweak the parameters to make the next plan even better. So you're not just fixing yesterday's failures, you're already optimizing for tomorrow's success. And this is the real game changer. This isn't some third-party tool you have to buy, integrate, and then maintain. It is built right into the Oracle Transportation Management System. It's part of the fabric of the application, ready to go from day one. Okay, so the day has started on the front foot, proactively. So what's next? What happens when somebody else's emergency becomes your problem? Oh yeah, we've all gotten this call. Sales is on the line, super excited. They've got a hot new order, but they can't close the deal without a shipping quote. And they don't want to wait hours for you to run some report. They need an answer like yesterday. So instead of clicking through a dozen different screens and menus, what if you could just ask in plain English, like you're talking to a person? Well, that's exactly what the Rate Inquiry Assistant is for. You just type what you need, and bam, here's the result. The agent instantly checks with all your carriers, pulls all the options, and lays them out in one super clear response. It even highlights the cheapest and the fastest options, so the trade-offs are obvious right away. A process that used to take hours is now done in seconds. That means sales can close deals faster and your customers are happier. It's a huge win. So we've seen how AI can crush these specific daily tasks. But what about the bigger picture? The 30,000-foot view. How do you get a handle on your entire logistics operation without just getting lost in a sea of dashboards? Well, this is the Logistics Execution Command Center. Seriously, think of it as your own AI-powered chief of staff. It completely breaks down the walls between your warehouse management system, your WMS, and your Oracle Transportation Management System, or OTM. So instead of you having to check a bunch of different places, it proactively brings the most urgent issues from both systems right to you, all in a single, simple summary. And honestly, this might be the most powerful part of it all. You don't have to do a single thing to turn this on. It's not a complex add-on. It's not a big IT project. It's just there, working for you right out of the box. That seamless, unified view is ready to go. So, these agents are incredibly smart. They're seamlessly integrated. But where do they come from? How does this all actually work? Let's peek behind the curtain for a second. This right here is the Oracle AI Agent Studio. It's the engine room. It's the platform where these AI agents are built, connected to all your data, and then run. And again, this isn't some separate product. It's natively built right into the Oracle Fusion Suite, designed from the ground up to work with your enterprise data. And getting started is actually pretty straightforward. First, you can just deploy the prepackaged agents, like the ones we just saw. Second, you connect them securely to your existing transportation and warehouse data. And third, you immediately start automating decisions and workflows. It's that simple. This quote from Oracle's documentation really just nails the business value here. This isn't just about cool new tech features. It's about making your business faster and smarter by getting rid of all that friction that usually comes with IT projects. You get to focus on business outcomes, not on maintaining technology. We've just walked through a totally different kind of day for a logistics director. So let's put it all together. What does this new reality of supply chain management actually look like? I mean, this slide says it all, doesn't it? The transformation is night and day. You go from being reactive, always putting out fires, to being proactive. You go from manual, painful analysis to automated insights, from data stuck in different silos to one unified view. And maybe most importantly, you go from delayed decisions to real-time action, all driven by intelligent AI recommendations. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. When your AI agents are handling all the daily noise, the diagnostics, the urgent queries, the data crunching, what becomes possible for you? What are those big strategic initiatives you could finally focus on? That is the real promise of the proactive supply chain. Thanks so much for watching.